Oh, hello boys and girls, it's me, Hamish Mackay, the gamer from Skye, and I'm just looking at me email, the fan email. This is some that I've got from Mac Studyology. Remember, if you'll need videos to help you study, go to macstudyology.com. So, let's see what's in the first one that we've got in our mailbox. Dear Uncle Hamish, my name is Laura. Some people call me Loopy. I'm not sure I understand what you mean by steps in the game videos. Is it something to do with dancing? Well, Laura, in this wee video I'll show you that although steps can be in dancing, in GameMaker there's something else. So unless you want to join me for a Highland fling up in Skye, let's just get our game on. Bye bye. Hello boys and gals, it's me again, Hamish Mackay, the gamer from Skye. Take two. As I said in the intro, boys and gals, we're going to look at some of the things people find difficult in GameMaker, some of the ideas and concepts. So let's get started. So let's look at how does GameMaker work. It's really designed for doing 2D games, two-dimensional games, not three-dimensional games like Call of Duty. It uses what's called event-driven programming. Each game is made up of sprites, objects, backgrounds, scenes, and rooms. So let's look at events and triggers. Events in GameMaker, remember it's event-driven programming, are attached to objects. And the events can be a create event. So this type of event happens when an object is created the first time. A destroy event. These happen just before an object is destroyed in the game. An alarm event. Each object in the game can have up to 12 alarms clocks, and they can be set to perform different actions when the alarm finally counts down to 0. So they're alarm events. So events can also be step events. These happen every step of the game, and we'll talk about steps in a wee minute. So they can happen every step, at the beginning of a step, or at the end of a step. Collision events happen whenever two instances of objects collide, then these events are triggered and off they go. Keyboard and mouse events happen whenever a keyboard key or a mouse button is pressed or let go. So those are events. And remember, it's event-driven programming. So steps. But I can't dance, you say, Uncle Hamish. Well, steps are something different in GameMaker. A step in GameMaker is simply a unit of time. And they're a bit like the ticks of a clock. Tick, tick, tick. The length of a step can be changed, however, unlike the tick of a clock. In room properties, we change the room speed, and that alters how long a step is. So you can have a slow step or a fast step, depending on the type of game. A room speed of 30, for example, makes each step 30 milliseconds long, so 30,000th of a second long. So that's what steps are. So another concept in GameMaker is what if. So here we ask GameMaker to look at what if questions, and they're found in the Control tab in the Object window. And here's the screenshot of some of them. Those allow GameMaker to make decisions, but we can get it to make a not decision by ticking not on a test. We can get GameMaker to look to see if something is not the case, if it's not true. Another concept that gets people all confused are variables. So, if something is variable, it can change in size. In GameMaker, a variable is a property which can change during the game. Variables can be either built in or user defined. We can make our own to suit ourselves. And we did that in Asteroids and in the other games by looking at Can Shoot. If we look at some of the built-in variables that each object, each instance has, here are some. There's the variable called x, the x coordinate of the object. The variable called y, the y coordinate of the object. H speed, which is its horizontal speed. V speed, which is an object's vertical speed. Its direction, which is the angle the object is pointing in. And its speed, its current speed based on the direction. Those are some of the built-in variables that we can use and we can manipulate. So those are some of the key concepts in variables. Those are some of the key concepts in GameMaker. I hope this cleared up some problems about steps and events and what if. Bye bye.